Hi everybody, welcome into this week's edition of the Coach O Show. My name is Ryan Beckman, and as always with Wildcat head football coach Chris Ostrowski. Coming up on this week's show, we look back at the Wildcats game against the Ferris State Bulldogs. We'll talk with defensive lineman Jordan Dideron. Look ahead to the final game of the season when the Findlay Oilers come to town on Saturday. But first, Coach, let's talk about the Ferris State game on the road, taking on the number 3 team of the nation. Despite the 35-17 loss, a lot of positive things to take away from that football game.
Oh, yeah. 17-14 us with 10 minutes left in the game. Just an unbelievable effort by our players, play with physicality all game long. And I was really, I don't say taken aback, but really proud to represent this program yesterday. We went and played the number 3 team in the nation at their place on senior day and just completely played our butts off. And coached as hard as we could, and our players had our backs, and our coaches had our players. That's what it's supposed to look like. If that's not clearly an example of where we're headed as a program, I'm not sure what is. You go on the road in the position we're in right now, you're supposed to get blown out when you play the number 3 team in the nation, and they were reeling. They were reeling, to say the least.
Absolutely, and you guys were able to take away or capitalize on their mistakes. 17 points, all off Ferris State turnovers. So once they made the mistake, you guys were able to capitalize.
Yeah, that's what good teams do. We didn't turn the ball over on offense. We scored touchdowns. We came out in the second half, had a really nice drive, and was able to do some good things and turn the ball over. I thought we were really physical on defense. I thought the plan was really good, and I think our players just completely let it go, just completely played. And here we are, Ryan, we got to make a decision. Are we the football team that played Michigan Tech down to the last play of the game, a Michigan Tech team that I believe is 8-1, 9-1? Yeah. Are we the same team that beat Wayne State, that went out, played the number 3 team in the nation, we're winning in the fourth quarter? Or are we the team that lost some games that you have no business losing? So, I understand the frustration end of things from the outside, but at the same time, the foundation is really good, and it's going to be really special.
Let's talk about the defense. I mean, you hold Ferris State well below their average for what they score, and then even in the first half, it was kind of that bend but don't break mentality. They got down the red zone a couple of times, and you shut them down there.
Yeah, I thought we did a heck of a job. Running to the football, playing with great effort, tackling and being physical. And I think that's what good defenses do. We were really physical. We had guys flying around and some guys that haven't played a whole lot. We went down there and had a bunch of guys, starters that were inactive due to injury, and they played. So it was great to see some young guys step up and go.
Absolutely. We'll have more on this game as we continue on the Coach O Show. We'll talk with defensive lineman Jordan Dideron next.
The Coach O Show is sponsored by
Welcome back to the Coach O Show. Our guest this week is senior defensive lineman Jordan Dideron. Jordan, nice to have you on the program. And well, the last game of the season is upon us, and as a senior, last game for you as NMU Wildcats. So let's just spend a moment kind of reflecting and looking back and some of the best memories that you have playing for the Wildcats.
Yeah, being here for 5 years, I've had great memories, the whole time. But I think some of the ones that stand out to me is just being around the guys, just relationships that developed, and then obviously beating Grand Valley, a ranked team at the time, at our place. It felt great. It was a good feeling, and I ain't never gonna forget that.
Now, a local product, being from Gwinn, what does it mean to you to be able to have played for Northern Michigan?
It means a lot. I have a great supporting cast that comes to every game. I got friends, family that can come with no issues to every home game, and it makes it a little bit more motivating for me to have people watching me that I care about, and it means a lot.
Now, not only do you get the job done on the football field, but you get the job done in the classroom as well. The GLIAC Academic Excellence Award, the Team Scholar Athlete Award. That's got to be quite the balance to get the schoolwork done and get the job done on the football field. Talk about kind of the balancing act that you have to do.
It's tough. At first it was pretty tough. You got a block of practice and lifts and stuff like that every day, and so when I was younger, it was a little difficult, you know, find the time to get my homework done and study and all that. But after I got in the flow of things, you know, get a little consistent schedule, it made it real easy, and it worked out well.
Is that something you try to impart on the young guys coming in about time management?
Oh yeah, you know, across the nation, every year, every program is losing, you know, 5, 6, 7 kids to academic issues, and I just got to remind kids, you know, we're student athletes, and we got to make sure we take care of it in the classroom as well as on the field.
What's one thing that you're gonna miss most playing football, playing for Northern?
You know, other than actually playing football, I'm gonna miss, you know, just being around all the guys. You know, just having a group of guys that, you know, everybody cares about each other and working as a group towards one goal. It's, you know, there's no better feeling, and I'm gonna miss that a lot. You know, but I had fun, and I hope we can finish it out well on next Saturday.
Real quick, let's look ahead to Saturday against Findlay. What do you want to see from the team in your final game? I
just want to see us put together a game, you know, a great game. We played well against Ferris. You know, we put together a great game plan. You know, our coaches did, and then we executed well. I just want us to be able to play 4 hard quarters, you know, the way we know we can, and the way we're capable of, and then leave with a W and give these young guys something to build off of next year.
Absolutely. Jordan, we appreciate it. Been a pleasure watching you for the last 5 years, and best of luck to you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Defensive lineman Jordan Dinneron joining us here on the Coach O Show. We'll take a break, continue with more right after this.
It's time for this week's trivia question. Which Wildcat is leading this season in total return yards? Is it A, Stu Betts, B, Marcus Tucker, or C, Ryan LaBarge? Find out after the break. Which Wildcat is leading this season in total return yards? The correct answer was B, Marcus Tucker.
Back here on the Coach O Show, time now to get into the highlights, and as always, we start with the offense and see what they did on Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. Some great clips here from this week. There's no question. We're in a set here down in red zone, critical moment for us, and we run the football with Terrence Dye, who's just been unbelievable in the program, a Grand Blanc product. Played as a true freshman sophomore, and he's into his junior year, and he's a wide receiver now, running back. It's been so committed to what we're trying to get done. Just a really great play here. Impressed with how physical we were up front. We get a hat and a hat on up front with our offensive line, and then Terrence really hits it vertically, and he's just got really good vision, gets in the end zone on the play. You see it from the back view, and it's just a good-looking football play. Again, we get a hat and a hat right away. We're going to read the guy on the edge, and Terrence gets upfield and does a great job getting in the end zone. So that was a really special play for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Does the job with his feet, but also got a couple of nice blocks.
No question. Well, you know, it's the whole product.
Absolutely.
Yep. This one down here was really good for us. I mean, for me, it's one of the highlights of the year. We're down inside. There's around 20 seconds left in a half. We got to score a touchdown. And again, we're not going to get too depth in what we're trying to do schematically, but just a great look by Shea Brown and Marcus Tucker on the touchdown. If you see it again, that's pretty. That's really nice. And the touchdown there is great. Now, if you look from the back view, again, we talk about Terrence Dye. He's in the backfield, and in protection now, you got to understand who you're blocking in protection. He does a great understanding of protection there, which gives Shea the opportunity to make the throw, and that was a great touchdown for us right there. That actually put us up, I believe, 14-7 at the half, so that was a good one. We come out, and this is a huge 3rd and long. We got to come up with a play. And we've got some protection, and Shea Brown drops back, and he sets the ball up and stands tall, and what a catch. That's an Old Baby catch. We get an Old Baby award, and Marcus Tucker gets the Old Baby award. He's as good as any player in the league at his position, and he's completely loyal to the program. He's a captain, and he's here to be a Wildcat, and I'm excited for him, happy for him, and he'll have another year, and he'll continue to grow and get better and better for us.
Well, I think I said it on the radio on Saturday with that catch. I said, when you need a big play and a spectacular catch, who else are you going to go to?
You're going to number 1, there's no doubt about it. We look at this view here, and again, protection's excellent. Good strong throw by Shea Brown, and it just goes up and makes a great play. I mean, that's a great place to freeze it right there.
Absolutely. Let's talk a little about Terrence Dye and about his protection from the blocking side of things. And we've talked about that a couple of weeks ago. How have you seen him progress from that standpoint?
You know, that's difficult. You know, it's very difficult for a high school back to come to college and understand protections. same thing when you leave college and go into the NFL, it becomes a lot more complex. But it's a critical part of the position. You got to understand pass protections, or you're going to be in a lot of trouble. And he has just gotten better and better at understanding, establishing the speed of the rusher, whether he's going to block him at the line of scrimmage, or whether it's a play-action pass situation, or it's a protection scheme that's indicative of being a true six-man protection. He's done a really good job understanding, learning, and now fundamentally getting better at it.
Absolutely. And how about inside the red zone? You guys were 3 for 3 on Saturday, 2 touchdowns as well. I know getting more touchdowns inside the red zone has been a big key.
Yeah. You know, I think that's how you win games. I think great football teams score touchdowns in the red zone, period. And I think that's universal across the country, whether you're talking about Division III program, Division II, 1A, it doesn't make a difference. You got to score touchdowns in the red zone, and I think that's been an emphasis for us all season.
Absolutely, and just a good offensive game there, especially in the first half. You guys played real well.
No question. I think we executed the plan. I thought it was a good plan. I thought they were off balance a little bit, so it was good to see.
All right, well, we'll take a break here on the Coach O Show. We'll come back and take a look at the defensive highlights when we continue right after this.
The Coach O Show is sponsored by
Back here on the Coach O Show as we continue to look at highlights from the Wildcats game against Ferris State. Let's see the defensive highlights now.
Yeah, absolutely. Defense, man. We're physical, running to the football, great effort. All the points of emphasis we got to have. And you know, you just, when you talk about what you're looking at, I mean, this doesn't happen in a program where players aren't playing for you. You watch Deontay Bruton right here in the field, and he just sells out. He sells out, and he makes it that much easier and for Nick Krause to make the play. And so it's just an unbelievable team effort. I thought the scheme was excellent. You could see their slot receiver, they've got no answers. And just a great football play by Nick, great tackle, great fundamental tackle, but truly all 11 guys playing in unison, and a great plan by our defensive staff. And I just was really impressed with that. That was a great football play against an option team that's been dominant in terms of running their offense this year up until Saturday.
Absolutely.
We get ourselves going here on a big down, big second down, and you're looking at arguably the best player in the country at quarterback, right? And we are committed to tackling them. We're committed to making plays. And again, Nick Krause, all day long, preseason All-American. He played like an All-American on Saturday.
Yes, he did.
He was relentless. He was physical. He was fast. And another great play there by Nick. Gets up with a little energy and a little excitement. And we came to play. There's no doubt about it. And then this was a huge one for us. Again, the best player in the country, right? And we get him to throw it to us. And Laquan Middleton, a young man from St. Joseph's High School in Montville, New Jersey, makes a great play, is able to get us upfield, give us a short field, and then consequently, I believe 5 plays later, we score a touchdown. So that was really good football play for us, and really gave us some great direction. And as you can see, as we go to the wide copy here one more time, big throwing down for them, and we just sat on the route beautifully. And you can see we got a little triangle set up there where we got this thing really covered.
Absolutely.
And I thought we did a nice job in our zone coverage, and really good football play for us.
Absolutely. Let's get back to talk about Nick Krause. 17 tackles, 4 tackles for a loss on the game, and really they had no answer for Nick Krause.
No, you know, I think I thought we were 2 steps ahead. We were that much faster in terms of our approach on Saturday, and Nick was all over the field.
Absolutely, and even in the secondary, there are a couple other times where Jason Vanderlaan looked uncomfortable throwing the football, and the pressure up front, and then also the guys downfield.
You know, I mean, he's a great football player, and they're a great football team.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really, they do it all the right way, and they're fast and they're physical, and I just think we're committed to playing the game and playing it hard, and it worked out for us. And you know, we could easily probably had another turnover or two. But again, my hat goes off to Ferris and what Ferris has been able to do this season. and I was really excited to see us play as hard as we did.
Dalton Stenberg led the team in tackles with 19, and that's just an incredible number, and to step up and make the plays that he did as well.
Yeah, Dalton's fitting in very nicely, and he's actually walked on for us in the spring, and now has become a bona fide role in the program, and I'm excited to see him continue to grow as a student and an athlete and all the things we need him to do to be successful.
Absolutely, and just overall defensively on Saturday, as we talked about a little bit earlier in the show, they got inside the red zone a couple of times in the first half, and able to shut them down and hold them to a field goal once, and a couple of times to come away with no points. You got to be pleased with what you saw from that aspect.
Yeah, you know, I think our players had a really good understanding that we were going to have each other's back. We were going to take care of each other, and I think our players played that way. They played with emotion, they played with physicality, and I thought the plan was really good. So I think from a defensive perspective, I couldn't be happier.
Absolutely, and even just this late in the season, the way this team has stuck together, that's got to make you happy as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's proof that the program is in the right direction. I think you go down there and lose by 50, and rightfully probably everybody thought that's what was going to happen. There's no possibility of going there and playing the way we played, unless we're committed to each other.
Absolutely. All right, we'll take a break. We'll wrap things up on the Coach O Show when we come back right after this. Back here on the Coach O Show as we head to the final segment tonight, and final game of the season coming up on Saturday. The Findlay Oilers coming to town, but before we talk about them, it's going to be senior day. Yeah. Coach, talk a little about this senior class and what they've meant to you and to this football program.
We've said this over the last 2 years. You know, taking over a new program and starting it and trying to put your own foundation together. You inherit some guys, and there's been some really special people that have been part of the program that we didn't necessarily recruit. This group is no different. This will be the third senior class, but this group is really special in terms of how hard they've worked, how committed they've been, and I'm excited to spend the week with them, coach them. I'm going to miss a lot of them, miss their families. They've really been wonderful people, and they're all going to be very successful when they leave here. I really mean that. These are really, really good kids, 10 very special seniors. You know, we've had very, very small senior classes over the course of the last 2 years, and this would probably be the last small class we have. So it's going to be sad to see them go.
Absolutely. And they've represented the program well, no question about that.
That's for sure.
You guys got the Findlay Oilers coming to town on Saturday to wrap things up. Tell us about the Oilers.
You know, they're a good football team, very talented, physical, fast, downhill. I think they've got some special players on both sides of the ball, and it'll be a big-time challenge for us, like it is every week in Eagle.
Absolutely. Looking forward to wrapping up the season at home this year.
Oh, yeah. You know, there's no question. You know, 2014 has been, a different year for us. So we want to work as hard as we can and put a good product on the field and finish the right way.
Absolutely. What are, real quick, the keys for the Cats on Saturday?
Yeah, I don't think they change. Score in the red zone, don't turn the ball over, tackle. I think you do those things, you got a great chance to win.
All right, Coach, we appreciate it. Best of luck on Saturday, and we'll be back next week to wrap things up.
Thank you, Ryan.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for this week's edition of the Coach O Show. Appreciate you tuning in, and we'll talk to you next week.
The Coach O Show is sponsored by